Okay, I'm here. Not exactly the happiest of campers at the moment. Not because depression issues, but because my kids won't stop fucking with my shit. Notepad was all written in. My desk was sticky. About to pop my kid for cussing. You know, all the fun stuff. That is not a word you use. Be quiet and eat your food. Kid has been popped. Joy. Found my computer completely turned off this morning when I only put it to sleep last night. So I probably thinks she's a lot smarter than she actually is. Child tried to turn on my computer and only resulted in getting it turned completely off. Joy. So I had to reload everything. I know at least one of them was sitting at my desk. Oh, fuck. Hello? There we go. I keep forgetting I can't use that. 577. There we go. Yes. No, I don't. There, finally. Okay. We're gonna pick up where we left off yesterday. Finish making that one last tool. Technically two. I gotta catch 4 coral butterflies and turn them into 2 things of fish glue, and then make a steel sledgehammer and a reinforced steel sledgehammer. Something like that. And then I'll be done. And I can spend the rest of the day hunting achievements on on all of my crafters and gatherers. I'm going to do some coordination between the two to make sure that I collect enough things for each achieve. But anyways, discovered last night that floating minnows and rat tails are actually better for catching coral butterflies. It said lower blood sugar. It'd be great if like all of my tabs were still open, but they're not. No TV for you. Go find something to do. Be creative in some way that's not destructive. Where's the Eorzean database? There you are. Let's see. Not gathering log. Crafting log. Alchemy. 1 to 5. Not 1 to 5. 6 to 10. Fish glue. Coral butterflies. $32.34 South Bloodshore. Oh, now I'm just burping up a storm. That's pleasant. Yeah, it's down this way. Okay. Apparently, if I fish here during the night, I have a higher chance of getting the full moon sardines, which I need for the fisherman quest anyways. I can fish right here. Let's try it. You could just barely see the chair that I shoved into a rock. Oh. What you got for me? Sea bow. South Bloodshore? Yeah, South Bloodshore. Alright. Fishing log. South Bloodshore. There they are, coral butterflies. You know, I've been thrown off my rhythm completely today. Congratulations, Aki, on getting first place and second place. You get gold and silver medals. They're matching nipple pasties. And congratulations, Minx, on getting third place. You're first in my heart. But you still get a bronze butt plug. Good morning, Maze. Good morning, Aki. Caught a coral butterfly, nice. Ooh, pasties, yes. I can hear my own voice coming from up the hall, so, hey babe, good morning. There's number 2, nice. Just gonna stick them right there. Hi.
Hi.
Turn around and eat your food, son. Hey, Tim. It was you. What the heck? I swear the name on the sound alert said Tim the Wizard. The heck? I'm losing my mind. That's right, he's not even remotely awake right now. So he would have just gotten off work. He works overnight shifts. Alright. Go ahead and abandon me. I see how it is. Just while you're doing that, make sure you abandon the kids too. Out in the mountains. Let them become wolf children or something. There's the 4 coral butterflies I needed. It took a lot less time than expected. I could have easily done that last night. Alright. Alchemist. Fish glue. Alrighty. That is the fish glue. Switch to blacksmith. Now I need the steel sledgehammer. Level up? Yeah! Level 33! What, unlock the 36 to 40? There's mithril ingots for a blacksmith. Mithril hatchet, mithril rivets, saw, head knife. Yeah, it's mostly more than normal stuff. You two go play somewhere else. Get out of the living room. Go play. You two, go play. Get out of my space. Why? Okay, yeah, I do. Oh, I almost panicked. I was like, why do I not have board leather? I remember gathering so much of it. Oh, off camera last night after my stream, I cleared out my armory chest. And I only have the tools and weapons that I'm currently equipped with and their next level up upgrades. So that's the thing that I did. I did that with the armor too. So that's all good to go. I also moved all the splintered canes that I had over into my inventory so I can work with them. The reason why I have them is because I can restore them with alchemy. Is that gonna be enough? 44, 88. Oh yeah, totally. Okay. There we go. Wrapped steel sledgehammer. And now my miner has a better sidearm. Heck yeah. And I can sell the other one that I just took off. This merchant lady got a lot of my wares in business. Where? Armory chest, sidearms. Oh god, it's a mess. There it is. Sword. Awesome. Okay. So there's that done. Very nice. Now, what achievements do I not have for crafting and gathering? All disciplines? What the hell is that? Lolladile? What? Skyward score. Ah, that's helping with rebuilding Ishgard. Malone! That's also for helping the place. What are you? Pterodon. Etheric Auger? Well, anyways. Carpenter. The 11 to 20, 300 times. That's 271 successful crafts. That won't actually take that long. So I need logs from 11 to 20. And then botanist. 11 to 20, 300 times in Lenosha. Black Shroud also needs 11 to 20. 22 more times. It's not very far off at all. And then I already have the 11 to 20 for Athanolin. Alright. So what can I gather that's between 11 and 20 as a botanist? Elm logs and yew logs. Both are in the shroud, aren't they? Yeah. Okay. Then I'll probably have to do harvesting, I think. In Lenosha. Yeah. Lenosian grapes. Chanterelles is probably what pushed that so high. Do I have everything? I do. I've gathered everything at least once. Alright, then I'll do Lowland Grapes then. Warby Bay. But I do need a lot of logs, so... let's go after... It doesn't really matter which I pick. I'm still going to get... Botanist, please. Thank you. Still gonna get a lot. So yew logs, maybe? 9 ivies? Or the elm logs. The elm logs are near Bent Branch, which is just a faster teleport. But I'm pretty sure... Yeah, that's just right next to the Aetheryte as well. Doesn't really matter. I'm not going to get experience for either of those, because it's just too low level for me. Might as well do that, I guess, since I already have it pulled up. Just have to gather enough logs to be able to do 272 carpentry crafts. Yay! Which takes 3 logs each. So that's somewhere around 700, 800 logs. We'll go for an even 900, because why not? The crafting itself can be quick-synced. So I could just queue it up and just chatter at people. Enable quick gather, please. Otherwise, we're going to be at this all week. Nice. Getting to use that new hatchet. That high quality steel hatchet. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be today. It's going to be a slow day. It's not going to be a long stream today. What time is it? 9:32? Yeah, I'll end at 12:30 today. Unless we like really get the ball going and start knocking shit out like back to back to back to back. I know the fishing log achievements is going to be the most painful of all things in existence. Let's do Blessed Harvest. If I had more gathering points, I could have also popped a thing to make the more likely to get the multiple items. But I don't. Because I still haven't gotten around to making more than just rings and a necklace for gathering. And I've made no crafting accessories at all. What do you mean? Crafting accessories don't exist. Shush. crafting accessories are a lie told to everybody by the proletariat or whatever. Okay, so achievement hunting. Okay. I should make Thank you. I just hear from up the hall. Bless you. I don't even have a nose. How did that hurt so much? Oh, that's probably why, actually. Thank you. Sure enough, makes yells from up the hall. Because you don't have a nose. Alright, level 35 botanist. Oh man. A feast, to say the least. Did I unlock new ones? I did. Mahogany! And iron acorns, apparently. Good lord. Almonds, nutmeg. Nut. Blood currants. Ramhorn zucchini. I was gonna make a sex joke, and I'm like, I'm too tired for that. Something about ramming that horn real good. Nah, it wasn't that painful. It's just, you know, sneezing is the only time guys are allowed to express themselves properly. That's why every guy sneeze is the loudest and most painful sounding thing that's ever happened. You can identify a guy from 2 miles away by his sneeze. Oh, that's Jerry. Oh, that's Bill. Oh, good lord. Oh, that's Pastor William. Don't mind me whisper shouting into my mic. I think if I actually shouted, it'd blow out my voice instantly. Not like microphone-wise, but like actual throat-wise. I'd just be dead to the world for like 2 weeks. I get to sleep in tomorrow. I just realized. I was promised sleeping in. That sounds fun. Technically, I slept in today. But that's only because we didn't crawl into bed until like 2:30 in the morning.
Hello, motherfucker.
Adaska! 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 I see you're awake. Hey, you. You're finally awake. Go back to sleep. I haven't finished yet. Mwah. Good morning. That would be certainly a different kind of start to Skyrim. Hey, you're finally awake. Go back to sleep. I haven't finished yet. Just wake up face down in the cart with God, why is Brynjolf's name the only name I can remember from Skyrim? I hate that guy so much. You've never done an honest day's work in your life, have you? Your scripted words hurt, sir. I'm a fucking wheat farmer from lower south. Say anything in that voice, though? Forehead kisses for Aki. Oh. 1 sec. There you go. You get your oddly aggressive forehead kisses with tongue. and deep, continuous eye staring. Just the eyeballs on my chin open up and stare at you. Just like... Aggressive gremlin facial suction. Yes. It's a different kind of facial. I hope we land on the moon. Hot shit. Pretty purple eyes. Yeah. Technically they're pink with purple lines. But yes. Purple. Yeah. I found that a combination of pink, purple, and black looks really nice, and that's why ARR is this way. Because my colors are originally black, purple, and silver, but silver didn't look good. It came out a little too monochrome. So I was like, ARR needs to be pink instead. I should draw him with silver instead of all the pink, so y'all can see that. So y'all can see that I'm not crazy when I say that pink looks better. Hadaska wants forehead kisses. What are you doing? Put those back. You don't need your shoes. Put them back. You don't need shoes in the house. Stop it. Yeah. To prove to you that you are hot shit too. So get out of my room and show this planet what hot shit do. Hot shit. Yeah. Flora mastery? No. Without New Year's gift? Yeah. So. There we go. So Mountaineer's Gift is 50. I'm 12 points off from being able to pop Mountaineer's Gift and King's, or not King's, Blessed Harvest. Makes me sad. So Blessed Harvest. I can't just wait here for it to regen either. Oh well. There we go. On that 60% procs, I get 4 logs at a time. It's unfortunate that I just can't continuously do that and get like 80 logs at one spot. That'd be nice. That is what we call bullshit luck. Got that 60% proc every single time. Enhanced 12's bounty now extends to crystals. Nemia's ward occasionally increases yield for certain items, including crystals. Gathers. Truth of the mountains, truth of the forest. Ah, those are the legendary ones. Right. Blessed Harvest 2. Increases the number of items by 2, but need 500 GP in order to make that work. Wait, when did I get that? Was that 40? 40, okay. That's 5 levels away, that's not so bad. I do not have googly eyes for this farm. Give me 2 seconds, and I will correct this egregious error. Error! Okay. So, we want to do that. We want to do this, like that. Minimize that. And then have to do that again. Where can I just like hit a button to show my desktop? Okay, and then clap. I have googly eyes, just as a stamp. I just keep forgetting to do it. Let's see. Art files. There he is, Derp Smile. And then I want, is it materials? Nope, googly. It's Sunday night and you're at home all alone. Last night was great. It's our very first date. But now it's time to pull out my phone. Gonna send you something real quick. It ain't gonna be a dick pic. No, no. Romance needs clarity, but baby, that don't work for me. I'm sending mixed messages. Mixed messages. I say I love you in a cute way. And then I don't reply for 7 fucking days, yeah. File. Let's just save that. Yep. And then save as. PNG faces, googlies, derp smile, dark G. PNG. Save. Yes. And then turn that off, turn that on, turn that on, turn that off. And this one needs to be bloop. And then flip horizontal. Okay. Then move that under. Yeah, there we go. That file. Save. As lit.g. Okay. Close that. Close that. It's going to pull back up Final Fantasy because it's aggressive and wanting its attention. It's like a cat in heat. It absolutely has to be the only thing in the room making loud noise. No! Yes. Yes. It works. It's beautiful. There we go. Alright. I now have googly eyes on this form. Ah, I should have put the eyes on his nipples. Damn it. It's fine. The eyes! The eyes! Yeah, I'll do it later. The eyes! I love that even with the googly eyes, the mouth is still the highest thing on the tier list. So it's just always open over everything. Blessed Harvest. Y'all are a mess. I can't believe you make me do this. What's funny is that I can, though. I can't imagine why you make me do this. I find it hilarious. We're at 200 of 900 logs. Yeah, I can. Yeah, you can. Googly eyes just make everything better. If I can find them, I want to get Minx a pair of googly eye pasties. Because I know if she did a boob drop in front of me and that's what fell out of her boobs, I would die. I would just completely lose my mind. We're sending mixed messages, mixed messages. Say I love you in a cute way, and then I don't reply for several fucking days, yeah. Okay. So, the logs that I'm gathering right now are gonna handle carpenter, and then the grapes that I'm gonna pick up are gonna handle culinarian. I should also grab some thread, because I think Weaver still needs it. I need to actually check Weaver. Weaver. Yes, it does. Needs quite a lot. So 11 to 20 as a fiber. Let's see. Cloth craft. Cotton. Let's gather a whole bunch of cotton. I don't have to gather as much because one cotton craft makes 2 yarn. It takes 2 balls to make 2 yarn, and then those 2 yarn go into making 1 cloth. So if I gather like 500 cotton, that'd make 500 yarn, which would make 250 cotton cloth, which is 500 craft. So I wouldn't even have to get that much, like 250 or 260, so it's an even number for that, and then turn it all into undyed, and that would finish that achievement for that. So when I'm done here, I'll go get the cotton bowls, because those are just right around Bent Branch. Get about 250 of those. I only have to gather so many logs because it takes 3 to make 1 lumber. 3 to do 1 craft. It's just kind of a pain. Unfortunately, there's no other cheap carpentry recipes. It's Sunday night. Nope. Stop it. Keep singing the exact same song over and over again. Keep thy brain out of thy mixtape. Ah, you're so cute. I bet Minx is doing her dailies. Or has curled up and passed out again. You love hearing me sing? I'm glad. Because I'm going to do it a lot. Whether that's something you enjoy or not. Because I can't stop my brain from going, yeah! That's right, I forgot you had an appointment today. That isn't your appointment in 6 minutes, or did you have to leave for the appointment in 6 minutes? Or is it just... No, you said you had to go to the VA. Leaving in 6 months, okay. My brain easily confused. $287. Whee! Ooh.
Nekolov traded my stream with 2 viewers.
Nikolov? Is that how that pronounced that? Wow. Hey, Sola. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How are you doing? How was your stream? What were you up to? You good? You were playing Elder Scrolls Skyrim? Nice. I've been thinking about doing some Elder Scrolls Skyrim. It'd be an unmodded playthrough. I've got Special Edition, technically. I don't know when we got it. But actually, I think it's part of Minx's thing. I'd be able to play it. It's cool. Yours is unmodded too. Unmodded Skyrim is mostly just to enjoy the main scenario and other stuff. There's so much content that you can add with mods. Is it under my account? Oh, neat. I don't think it would take a lot of effort for me to add just a couple of... Yeah, Oblivion's on yours, that's right. Wouldn't take too long to get a decent number of mods just added to Skyrim. I would just have to go through the annoying process of getting the Nexus back up and running for it. Because every single time I go to mod Skyrim, the Nexus has fucked up in some way. Either they've changed their passwords, or they've changed the program that installs the mods, or whatever. It's like, ugh, just stop. Stop being so silly. I am achievement hunting at the moment, which means overgathering by colossal amounts. I already have the botanist achievement for 11 to 20, however, to get the carpenter achievement from 11 to 20, I need like 200 and something more crafts, and the cheapest crafts that I can do are turning logs into lumber, but that requires 3 logs per craft. So if I need 280 something crafts, that translates to 280 times 3 number of logs. So here I am with 352 U logs, questioning my life choices, just so I can get a shiny saw as a carpenter. But you know, that glam life, Plus, I'm getting like trickle amounts of XP from this, so it's not entirely useless. And Carpenter itself is going to get an okay amount of experience from this too. They're going to get massively reduced experience because it's going to be quick craft, because I am absolutely not doing all of that by hand. I'd have to believe that God actually exists in order to consider doing that. I want to pop Blessed Harvest, please. So I can get 3 per strike. Sarah, you don't tell Jacob what to do. Good lord. How long has it been? An hour. That's not bad. Although I did get kind of late start. I had various things I had to take care of while the screen was still on the loading screen. So it hasn't been too long. Plus I took that time to make the wrapped steel sledgehammer for my miner. Which I think it was able to equip immediately. I don't remember. Oh well. But yeah, we're only going for a couple of hours today. We're gonna be stopping at noon, or noon 30, which is 2.5 hours from now. Because I am very well aware of how dry achievement hunting can get. So I'm not going to force y'all to watch that too much. It's just, I can't level up. Technically I can. I could do fates for 7 hours straight and maybe get 1 level because of how heavily they nerfed fates. I could use up my levy quests, but I kind of want to save up and do that on Monday instead. Because right now I only have 12 levy allowances, but Saturday and Sunday and Monday will add an extra 18 to that, so I'll have 30 quests that I'll be able to do, which should get me 1 3/4 levels, which should put me on track to be level 45. So I'll only be 5 levels away from hitting 50. So if I'm doing levy quests like once a week, I should get 1 or 2 levels a week that way. But if I do fates, only getting about 2,000 to 5,000 experience per fate that's done isn't a lot for the amount of effort that goes in. Palace of the Dead, I think it gives a percentage of your XP bar for doing Palace. So that might be the way we go. I don't know, but I definitely don't want to do Palace today. Today's not a day for me to suffer through constant losses. I only just had like a mental breakdown yesterday. I don't want to go through that again today. So I'm just going to do something nice and easy and gentle on both my mental and physical health. And that's achievement hunting. And I'm hoping that I can at least fill in the entertainment value with me being a weird psychopath while I do all of this. So we're about halfway-ish to the number of logs that I want to get for this. And then we're going to go gather about 250 cotton bolls. And then quite a lot of grapes? How many grapes do I need specifically? Like, where is Culinarian? There it is. Oh, I don't even have the 1 through 10s done. I need 2 more crafts with that. That's easy. But 300 times, that's 237 crafts. And if I were to do cooking. Something easy. Something easy? Oh god, there's nothing easy. Oh, fairy apple and mineral water? No, I have to buy mineral water. Oh god. Oh, lavender oil. I could do lavender oil. That's 4 lavender per. I don't want to do that. There's olive oil. I could do olives. It's the same number. They probably are collected in the same location, too. Cacao powder? Oh, I could do that. Kukuru beans. We can do that. We'll do kukuru beans. Which means having to go and gather all the kukuru beans. Which... Kukuru beans. Harvesting. That's gonna be... I won't need to do grapes. I can just do the kukuru, right? Because I'm pretty sure it's in La Nasia. Or not. Are they a logging thing? Am I losing my mind? What? What? Oh, there they are. They're a 6 to 10. Okay. So no, I will still have to get the the grapes. Got some cedar wood at least. Alright. But the grapes are harvesting in Morby Bay. Oh well. Okay. So I'm going to be doing a lot of botany related stuff today. I might not get to any of the mining stuff today, and I think I might be okay with that. For mining, it would be armor, blacksmith, and goldsmith. And then I'd have to do a lot of hunting around for ingredients for leatherworking. Have to kill a lot of mobs for that. And then alchemy, I guess I would need to find something replicatable. Unless I've already done alchemy? I'm pretty sure I haven't. I did the 1 through 10. The 11 to 20 of 44 of 300. Alright. Depending on how much of a pain in the ass that is, may or may not get to it within the next month. But I plan on doing like 1 day for achievement hunting each week, 1 day for big old levy quests, and Palace of the Dead, I guess, and Fates. So 1 big day for leveling Conjurer, 1 big day for achievement hunting for the stuff, and then kind of just spreading out the gathering leveling and the crafting leveling. Like I'll do 1 gatherer and like 2 or 3 of the crafters, and then 1 gatherer and then 2 or 3 of the crafters, or whatever, and just kind of try to spread them out a bit so it's not just all bland bullshit all the time. Because the crafting in this is very dry for people watching it, and for me. Unless you're doing every single craft by hand, which why would you if macros exist? It can be very dry. That's not to say that you won't have fun doing it. There are people who only do crafting and gathering and make way too much money in this game. Thank you for the self-care package, I appreciate it. I'm gonna drink some of my very cold coffee. My delivery of Rogue Energy showed up, what was that, yesterday? Day before? So, yeah, it was yesterday. So I get to have no dry, only Zool. Zool is the wettest. the wettest of all interdimensional demon species. It's got a mix of horse and dog schlong. It's naughty and can smack you in the face from 5 feet away. With its penis! Oh my god, why? Because I can. $510 of 900. We're getting there. We're getting there, game! We're doing it! Yeah! If I did my calculations, then I wouldn't need to overgather. If I did my calculations properly, I wouldn't need to overgather. But there is a chance of the quick synthesis failing. That's why I'm gathering 900 logs rather than the exact amount that I need. Because there's a possibility of the craft failing. But I should be a high enough level over that it shouldn't fail. I've got more than enough craftsmanship, I think. Oh well. I get 8 to 16 logs per tree. Only another 5 hours left, and then I'll finally have all the logs I need and can move on to the cotton balls. And then from the cotton balls, go to the grapes until I get the Lenosian harvest done. And then pop over to East Shroud, was it? To collect the kookaroo beans. So I can make kookaroo powder. It's cocoa beans, cocoa powder. You know, they have to change the names so that people in real life don't go, "Hey, that's a copyrighted name, we're suing you." If people were slightly less douchebaggery about that stuff, maybe people would actually take it seriously. Can you imagine that? A universe where Karens aren't a thing? Oh, been great. That'd be great. But unfortunately, they seem to be a plague upon our house. A plague upon both houses. The almighty Karans. Hey, babe. It's like 12 after. Are you... You're gonna be late. Hey. You doing okay? I know that feeling. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna set myself up to log at this point, and then I'm gonna take like a 5-minute break. I'll be back. Might want to speed the fuck up. Damn. Deploy the chute! Ha!
More water.
Oh god, there's so much fire.
More water.
I'm on fire. I'm just... This is how stream ends. I just burned to death in a cage while playing a hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, well, everybody else is dead, so I guess I,
Oh my god!
gonna die.
Fucking dork! Oh.
Hi. Good night, Lena.
Gotta roll with the punches and learn that the most exciting and fun times in life are when you have no fucking idea what's going on. They can be scary, and it's okay to be scared. It's a natural reaction to things. But you also can't let it cripple you. Life advice with On the Air 101.
Yeah. But I also happen to have a yacht in my pants, so...
The fuck? Oh my god. No. You didn't hear me say that. Shush.
Since I can't capture you, I want to stab you in the butt. Die! Ha ha! Perfectly timed! Yes.
You go to say hi to your wife, but find she's hairier than usual. Stealth Wookie. You go to sit on your partner's face, but it's hairier than normal. Stealth Wookie. You go to wipe your butt, but the toilet paper is furrier than you remember. Stealth Wookie.
Babe, if you want some, there is enough for a second sandwich in the fridge. Daddy! I want to sink my teeth into your skin and humpy-wumpy your dumpy. Will you touch my tra-la-la? Can't believe you make me say this. Look, babe, I'm grinding a rail. I'm a cool 90s kid. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now
Off
get
we
out of
go.
the car and let me repair it.
And the arrow broke. Damn. Have to do something with the corpses? Yeah. So are you gonna jump over that, or are you just gonna keep rubbing your junk against it? I'm sure that you'll get further in life if you don't just... Okay. The fuck off my platform. You're welcome. How's it going? Oh, you're going right back to lurking. Alright. Have a nice lurk. Stay safe. She's like a whack-a-mole. She pops out of the secret hole for a second, wants forehead kisses, and then goes right back in. There's... Hello.
People come in expecting a chill stream, but it's furrier than normal. Stealth Wookie.
Kinda turn a little to the right, please. There we go. And now lift up. Now lift up. Now lift up. Now lift up. Now lift up.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm back.
The wife has been sent out the door. You love the whack-a-mole? The whack-a-mole. The guacamole. The butt touches. The wife is off to her appointment. The girl is in her room for kicking the cat. She didn't like straight up kick him. She like poked him in the face with her toes, but that's not okay either way. So off to her room she went. The laugh. Ah. Sit down. I just want my kids to behave today. And today it seems like they're just out for blood. Out for blood. Today is one of those days where I cannot make even a single decision regarding the kids. Because if I do, it's just going to be an extreme decision. I'm going to turn the TV on for the boy. One sec. Take a while. Looks like somebody tried to hack both of the computers. Ended up getting it shut down instead. Oh, I'm just gonna blame the daughter for that. Lie down, son. Volume turned down. Yes. Okay. Alright. Thank you for the self-care package. I appreciate it. I'm gonna drink some more cold coffee. Did I do the forehead kisses from 9 minutes ago? I don't think I did. No, I think I missed them. You want coffee, but you don't feel like making it today? I mean, if you take an 8-hour trip up here, I'll make you coffee. Although it'll be right smack in the middle of the night. So instead of coughing, you'll just get dick. That'll wake you up. You're on your way. You'd have to bring your setup with you so that you'd be able to work on your commissions while you were here. Although I don't think you'd get any work done, to be completely honest. So maybe not. Aw. That's how you know she's serious. She shouts at you in all caps. You're too sweet! Ah! You love it.
It'd be fun to see how long you can resist and get some work done before you completely give up. It would literally take me leaning over and moaning in your ear one time, and you would get no work done for the rest of the trip. Just lean in and be like, blush. You're not wrong, but shush. So Minx is off doing a therapy appointment for the VA. They're gonna assess her mental health, I think. Or something like that. Probably to determine if she needs to continue with therapy. So right now her therapy is being paid by the VA. If they decide she doesn't need therapy anymore, which would be just an ass move. It would mean in order for her to continue with therapy, we'd have to start paying for it. I want to believe they're not that much of a dick. It's quite literally one of the things on her medical discharge. It's PTSD. You need therapy for that. It just doesn't go away on its own. I would know. I've got a little bit of it myself. Nowhere near the extent that Minx does. And not for the same reasons that Minx does. I didn't exactly have a good childhood. The people around me tried to make it good. I get that. But like, you know, you don't forget the trauma of someone who's like 200 pounds sitting on you when you're a child to get you to stop flailing. Like, looking back now, I understand that a lot of my acting out when I was like very, very little was because I was autistic and I couldn't really handle shit. And I get that, but she almost crushed me to death. So that was a thing. It was not a thing Mom did. Mom was furious when she found out. Rightfully fucking so, too. But like, this was the daycare that did that to me. So that wasn't too fun. And then, you know, the years of molestation by one of my cousins was just awful. I got introduced to all that way too early in life. That's something that my kids don't have to worry about. They're probably gonna be in their 20s before they finally, like, learn anything about that. I kind of just live with it. Because I know the accumulation of all the good and the bad things that happened in the past are what have turned me into the person that I am today. And some days I'm really happy with the person that I am, because I feel very accomplished. I have a loving wife. I have 2 kids who drive me fucking insane, but they're still adorable most days. And I don't have to work for a living. Which sounds really terrible if you think of it from like an old 1950s perspective. guy's always supposed to be out working the 9 to 5 and coming home and having a dry martini to relax after work. Because his boss is an asshole that's banging his other boss. But it's the 1950s, so they can't admit that they're gay, kind of thing. But no, I put in my time with retail and fast food, which are the only things I'm qualified to work. I might be very smart, and I might have, you know, interesting insights on things, but when it comes to actual physical skills that can earn me money, I'm very limited in what I can do, because I don't know, I don't make good connections, I'm not a good leader, so on and so forth. So the best I can do are minimum wage jobs that require no skill upon entry. Now, I understand concepts quickly, so it's very easy to train me to do a job. But, you know, learning your job quickly is not something that is promotion worthy, as was proved at every single job I worked at. See, I worked at McDonald's. I started with McDonald's. It was after I got kicked out of my mom's house. I moved in with my grandmother. She gave me a week to just kind of get my shit settled, and then wanted me to get a job, and I was like, okay. So we went to the nearby McDonald's. I walked in, you know, I asked for an application, I sat down. One of the managers at the time sat down with me while I was filling out the application. I had no idea that I was actually getting the job right then, even though I had just shown up and was filling out an application. But yep, as soon as I finished filling it out, they were like, you need to go to this location on this day for your orientation and all that fun stuff. And I was like, okay. So I ended up getting a job the second I went in for it. And that was how I got my very first job at 19. Started working at McDonald's. I worked there for an entire year. Took a vacation, which technically you're not qualified for unless you're full-time. You're not qualified for vacations unless you're full-time. So I took an unpaid vacation to Virginia Beach with my mom and my brother, because we were trying to repair our relationship at that point. Because getting thrown out of your house by someone that you trust is not exactly like a great relationship builder. So that took some effort to mend. Had a blast. I had a great time. There were so many hotties on the beach. So many hotties, but you know what kills? You know what kills your game? Being there with your mother and your younger brother. Can't flirt with anybody when you're like, oh, I'm here with my mom. Wanna see my dick? I gotta turn this way so my mom doesn't see. Oh man, and right after I got back, the day I got back and was working again, I got hit by a change artist, and according to the rules of McDonald's, because my register was more than $20 short, I was fired, no questions asked. So, you know, had a great vacation, came back, got fired. And then, you know, the day that I was officially being fired, because I was suspended, like, after they found out that, like, my register was short, they sent me home, and I was to come back 3 days later to talk to the general manager the next time he came in. And when I came in, he was like, yeah, like, there's not much we can do about that. So, I ended up getting fired. Yay. And then I think it took a month. Yeah, it took about a month after that for me to get my second job. And this time I was working at Zaxby's, which is a chicken place. It's like one of those higher end fast food chicken places. Not KFC, but, you know, charges like 3 times the price of KFC and has lesser quality food. Although their fucking house salad with the buffalo chicken wings and the vinaigrette, oh my god, it was delicious. And that they had these honey sliders that were so good. But I worked there for a little bit, and I ended up quitting after 3 months because one of the managers was just awful to me. Like, nothing I ever did was enough to make this woman happy. And I wasn't the only person that quit because of her. So many people quit because of her that the franchise owner showed up in person and was like, "The fuck's going on?" And it was only after I sat down with them, because the franchise owner was there, the general manager was there, and it was my last day. I had turned in my 2 weeks notice already. I came over and I sat down with them because he called me over. Because I had interacted with the guy a couple times before, and apparently he liked me. And he's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, I just quit." He's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "So-and-so." I would name drop her, but knowing my luck, she'd fucking hear about it. So I was like, "Oh, so-and-so." He's like, "Okay." And I could see from my general manager's, the expression on her face, that she was like, "Ah, son of a bitch." So I ended up quitting. And it took 3 months? Yeah, it took 3 months after that for me to be able to finally get a job working at the movie theater. Because I quit Zaxby's in July, and it was like August, September, October. It was almost October, I think. Or did I quit in June? No. I don't remember when it was, but, I ended up getting a job working at the movie theater. I was a concessionist. Basically, I worked behind the main counter selling popcorn and drinks and buckets. Pay $20, get a bucket. It's free refills forever. Until next year, and then you have to buy the bucket again. But if you come and see more than 2 movies, it pays for itself. Because our popcorn's like $8 for a large. Something like that. Oh, I've almost hit 900 by reminiscing on the past. Wow, shit. Anyways. So I worked there for a couple of months as a concessionist. And some people that had been hired after me, who I had participated in the training of, were starting to get moved up the ladder towards like floor leader positions. And this is what reinforces for me that I'm like not leadership material, because every single time there was an opportunity for me to be put into a place to start training for leadership positions, I was overlooked for people who were hired after me. Just every time. So I was pretty much done with this job by this point. I was ready to start looking into something else. And on the day I was going to quit, I was working with one of my buddies cleaning one of the satellite stands, because this was a 20-screen theater. So it had one main concession stand right smack in the middle at the very back of the lobby. And then when you went down either the left or the right hallways to go to either of the branches that had all the screens, there were 2 satellites there, which would only be opened up on huge movie premiere nights where there was just too much where there were too many people at the main concession stand, and it was overwhelming everybody. Those satellite ones would be opened, and we'd sell concessions from those. Well, I was cleaning one because we had it open earlier in the day, and we were expecting to have to open it again later in the evening. So I was back there cleaning it, sweeping the floor, wiping down everything, that kind of stuff. Cleaning the popcorn machine. And I was telling the dude that I was with, that I was cleaning with, that yeah, after my shift today, I'm done. I'm getting out of here. Like I can't fucking deal with this shit anymore. It's very frustrating. And that was when one of the managers, who had been one of the floor leaders before, came over and was like, "Hey, Air," obviously Air's not my real name, but like, "Hey, Air, do you want to work in the booth? Or work in projections," I think is what he called it, something like that. And I was like, "You damn right I do." Which had the guy I was working with just start laughing his ass off. Because I didn't really want to quit working at the movie theater, because I had already understood by this point that finding new jobs was a pain in the ass. But I didn't want to be around the people in concessions anymore. I wanted to be, anywhere else. Like, cash office, selling tickets. I could have done that. If they had offered that to me, I would have taken that in a heartbeat. But for some reason, this particular theater only hired women to work in the cash office for selling tickets. The box office, I should say. And it was literally a box. It was a box with like bulletproof glass right in the very front of the theater. Because you would come in the lobby, there'd be a queue area, and then there was this box where you'd get your tickets. If that had been offered to me, I would have taken that. If they had offered me like cleaning, being part of the floor team, I would have taken that too. Like anything to get out of concessions. But they offered me projections, so I ended up pretty much immediately abandoning cleaning. Which the other dude was perfectly fine with, because we were done. We were just pretending to sweep so that we didn't have to go back to the main concession stand. And I got to go upstairs, and I spent the next 3 years up in a dark hallway working 8 to 10 hours a day, making sure the projectors worked. I got to meet some really cool people. I got to meet some really stupid people. But eventually, due to some things that happened, I ended up quitting after 3 years. It was a lot of being undermined and being passed up again. It's like, don't give me the illusion of authority and then make it so that I don't have any authority at all. Kind of thing. Like, if you want me to just be a worker drone, then tell me that. Tell me there's no possibility of me moving up, and I'll accept that. I'll accept that, and I'll just keep working until I find something better that has possibility of moving up. Which is basically what Macy's did. Because, after quitting my job at the movie theater, it took about a month for me to find another job. Which I started working at TJ Maxx, which was not in the same parking lot. It was literally right across the road from the movie theater, which I found hilarious, because whenever I went on my lunch breaks, I would go to the McDonald's that was in the parking lot of the movie theater and run into people that I worked with at the McDonald's over on the other side of town. Like, the general manager of that McDonald's was the manager that hired me at the Mickey D's and the other store. which was hilarious. Because I was sitting there just minding my own business, eating a Big Mac that I had shoved a McChicken into, and she comes walking over and she goes, "Air?" And I look up and I'm like, "Manager lady?" I know her name. I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want to do that. And she's like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Oh, you know, just eating on my lunch break. I work over at TJ Maxx now." And she's like, "Has it been 3 years?" And I'm like, "Yep, it's been 3 years. How you doing?" She's like, "Well, I'm a general manager now." Friend request? Why? I mean, I'll accept it, but please don't request anything of me. I'm doing shit. Have I got 900 logs? Oh, I've got 979. I think I have enough logs now. Let's go do... I'm in the Shroud already, so let's go to Bent Branch and get the cotton balls. Because I only need like 200 something of those. And that won't take more than a few minutes. I do accept friend requests on this character. I just don't accept free company requests. And I don't do parties, obviously, because I'm supposed to be playing solo. You can have friends and still do things alone. But you can't be surrounded by a group of people and still be considered doing things alone. So that's why I'm not doing free companies. At least not yet. Once I beat Ultima, I'm going to reevaluate the rule set for the solo run. But I do know that I want to continue through Heavensward, because Heavensward is very fun. And I love me some broski. Let me pull up the cotton balls. So I only need about 250 of those. Just about. Then alright. So yeah, I worked at TJ Maxx for a little while. It was made very clear to me right off the bat that I was going to be a cashier and there was no hope of being promoted. So I was fine with that. I did have a manager at the time when I first started who abso-fucking-lutely was not happy with anything that I did. And I know it was because she was overstressed and overworked and all that kind of stuff. It's not really an excuse to treat the people around you like shit. But I understand that it wasn't anything I was doing that was upsetting her. She was just upset and taking it out on me. That doesn't make it right, but I get it. But, you know, I got through it. I got through the training, and then I didn't have to interact with her anymore. I mostly stayed behind the counter, working the cash register, because I told them straight up, hey, I can do this, and I can do it very well, and you won't have any issues out of me as long as I'm doing it. It's like, as long as you don't expect me to turn water into wine, I will be one of the best employees you have, because I will show up every fucking day that I'm scheduled. I'll work all the hours I'm supposed to. I won't call in sick. I won't leave early. I won't leave late. Which, at the time, I didn't know that that's called quiet quitting. Which is hilarious to me. That, you know, it's a thing now. My work policy that I've had my entire life is apparently something that is considered lazy nowadays. Coming in and doing your job only for the amount of time and for the amount of effort that you're paid for is considered lazy. I know, right? I know! It doesn't make any fucking sense. Also, thank you. I shall make some piss. My son over there is like, gross. But anyways, so I worked there for a little while. Eventually I got moved off of being a cashier because the one thing that I didn't do that I always struggled with was selling the TJ Maxx credit cards. Credit cards for a store are something I've never believed in and have never been able to sell properly. If that's part of like their hiring thing is, can you sell this many number of credit cards in a certain amount of time? My answer will always be no, because if I wouldn't want it myself, it's impossible for me to convince somebody to take it. And what's hilarious is I tried to sign up for one of those cards a few months into working for them and was rejected. I had a 720-something credit score, and they refused to give me a credit card. I'm like, really? Really? You don't want the guy that actually pays his bills? You don't want me? Okay. That's fine. I didn't want one anyways, you dicks. I did put on a new show for you. And so I worked there for a little while until I met Minx. And when moving in with Minx became a guarantee rather than just a plan B we were talking about, because my grandmother at the time, who I was living with, they discovered a tumor on her spinal cord. And there was a very real possibility of her dying during the surgery or being paralyzed for the rest of her life. And I told Minx straight up, if something bad happens, or I asked her, like, hey, if something bad happens, can I move in with you? Because one, if Nana died, then I wouldn't have had anywhere to live, because that house was not going to me, period. I am not on that will. Like, the only person that wants me part of that will is my cousin, whose name I can't drop. He's been like my best friend like my whole life. He's like, don't worry, man. If something happens, I'm going to make sure you get your part of it. It's like, okay, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. This is why you're the only one of that side of the family that I willingly talk to. But yeah, they discovered a tumor on her neck. And if she ended up paralyzed, there was no possible way they could expect a 24-year-old to give up the rest of his life to take care of a paralyzed grandmother. So one of my uncles would have had to move in with her, which the only one that would have been able to do so would have been my cousin's dad. My cool cousin's dad. Who at the time was living in a really shitty apartment. He was a starving artist, essentially. So him being able to move into a house that had already been completely paid off would have been a big boon for him, and would have been a big thing for him, beyond like being there for his mom. So he would have inherited the house, essentially, directly that way. Which, that house is worth several $1 million now. It's not even that big. It's maybe like, it was maybe about 200 or 300 square feet bigger than the shoebox that I lived in for quite a while. But it was in the middle of a very rich area, so even though it wasn't all that big, it was well kept, so it was worth a lot. Still is, probably. You got it, Bren? Okay. Love you. Stay safe. So, you know, I talked to Mace and I was like, can I move in with you if anything bad happens? And she was like, sure, absolutely. And the more we talked about it, the more we made arrangements, the more it went from a plan B to this is definitely happening kind of thing. She had a surgery that was coming up that, like, she would need someone to be there with her for. She was planning on just getting her mom to come out, but it ended up being me. I ended up moving out there and being with her. And I think I lived with her for a month or two before we got engaged. Like, I had already asked her to marry me like many, many, many times. So technically we were engaged before I even met her in person because I had asked her to marry me multiple times. So technically we were engaged for a while. But like, when I finally had a ring to propose with and did the actual proposal, that was when we were technically actually engaged. And then she was like, okay, tomorrow I'll call the county office or whatever and see about setting up a day for us to meet with like a judge and just get married in a small ceremony, because she knows that I'm not good with a lot of people. If there's a lot of people in a confined area, it makes me extremely nervous and terrified. And, you know, I was about to get married, so I didn't want to make that worse. So we were going to do a small ceremony with just her mom and like one of her friends as witnesses. And when she called them, they were like, yeah, we've got an opening next Wednesday. So she calls me and goes, hey, do you want to get married on Wednesday? And I'm like, pardonnez-moi? Excusez-moi? Sure, why not? It's not like it's the quickest thing we've ever done. No, that's not a sex joke. Meant the whole meeting and then moving in with each other kind of thing. Our relationship was very much a whirlwind in the beginning. Because we went from having talked briefly one time about coffee mugs to suddenly role-playing a lot, to Skype calling, to phone sex, to being in a committed relationship, to me moving in with her, to being engaged, to being married, and then her being pregnant. That all happened within 8 months of meeting each other. We didn't get a honeymoon phase because pretty much as soon as we started having sex, we were aiming for having a child. Because, you know, we were both in our 20s. Me being in my early 20s and her being in her late 20s. We were like, the sooner that you have these kids, the gentler the pregnancies will be on your body. Little did we know, both of her pregnancies were going to be just hell on earth. One just completely wrecked her body, and the other one almost killed her. So that's fun. That was fun. She still has PTSD from that, too. Because during the first pregnancy, we were like, let's do a natural pregnancy. You know, it'll be fine. We'll try this naturally. But the baby was positioned wrong for that to happen. My daughter. It was my daughter. So, after many, many, many hours of labor, finally, the nurse was like, do you want to just do an epidural and do a C-section? It's kind of been 36 hours. No. I think it was 32 at the time, and we were like, yeah, absolutely. Get this baby out of her body right now. And so she went in for an emergency C-section. And after it was over, after, you know, getting to see my first daughter, or my first child, I should say, because I only have one daughter, and I want it to stay that way. Because Minx doesn't want more kids, my girlfriend doesn't want more kids, I don't want kids, period, but I'm living with the choices that I've made. And trying to do the best that I can as a dad, while at the same time being like, don't push me too hard, because I'm not doing this willingly, child. Because, you know, until my first child was born, I thought I wanted kids. I was convinced that I wanted kids, to raise them better than my parents raised me, because my mom was abusive and my dad wasn't there. Well, when I say abusive, in quotations, I mean controlling. Which, to some is abusive, and to me kind of was, because it held me back in a lot of situations. But I found my ways around that because I was, you know, a very smart kid. Can't go on dates without having mom as a chaperone? Okay, I'll just invite girls over when mom's not home and plow them. I was very lucky to have, well, I don't know how, it was a good coincidence. It was an interesting coincidence. There we go. An interesting coincidence that I'm incapable of reaching climax during actual activities. I have to finish myself off afterwards, which is probably TMI, but at this point I don't care. I was very lucky because I could have easily have gotten any of them pregnant. Not that there was very many of them, but I could have gotten them pregnant and completely changed the course of my life. Yeah, learn new things every day, exactly. Yeah. And then after the baby was born and, you know, I got to see my own little kid. She was so tiny. She was so tiny. Only at Air Network. Stay tuned after these messages. Yeah, exactly. Such a cute kid. The nurse predicted that she would be like 8 pounds. But after they manually popped Minx's water to try to induce labor, like full-blown labor, turns out that she was like more like closer to 6. Like she was a little under 6. She was just tiny. After they were all set up and they had their own private room and she was resting, Minx was just out of it completely. The baby was just like out of it. Minx's mom was there to help take care of the kids, and well, I am incapable of, or at the time I was incapable of sleeping anywhere except a bed. I couldn't sleep in a chair, I couldn't sleep on a couch, period. If I was somewhere where I was not completely comfortable, I would not be able to fall asleep no matter how exhausted I was. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna head home and get some sleep and I'll be back as soon as I wake up. She said, okay. Went home, collapsed in the bed. I don't even remember when I woke up, but the next thing I remember is being back at the hospital. I had called my job right before I left to go home to get some sleep. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. I called them and I was like, hey, obviously I'm not there. I'm not going to be able to show up for my shift. And the guy was like, why? What's wrong? And I'm like, my child was just born. and I've been awake for 32 hours. They were like, good God, go to sleep. Congratulations, but get some rest. I think that's the only time I've had, like, an excused, like, missed day of work. It's not like I could have called the previous day or something. I was in, oh my god, my first kid's gonna be born mode. And then, of course, when Minx was pregnant with the second child, who is being very vocal on the couch right now, we planned from day one, like, getting a C-section, because we didn't want to put Minx through that again. And especially as we got closer and closer to the day he was going to be born, she was going to the hospital more and more often, because of the complications that she had at the end of her last pregnancy. They were really worried about her having even worse complications this time. And yeah, she was in a wheelchair because her body was falling apart during this second pregnancy. It was a nightmare. It was incredibly scary to see the strong, independent woman that I married be put down so low by a natural process that the body goes through. It's terrifying. It was awful. But, you know, after the baby was born, after, you know, my son was born, 3 days was all it took for her to bounce back. That pendulum swung the other direction so hard, because this time they actually put her back together correctly after the C-section. They actually aligned her muscles properly, like they were supposed to be. And within 3 days, she was up and walking around as if nothing had ever happened. Yeah, she's fine now. Well, she's not really. She got nerve damage. She's got PTSD, but, you know, it's fine. Your emotional damage. He points at me. Oh my god. It took you a damn week to recover? Oh no, from her first pregnancy, she never really recovered properly. But the second one, she was up and moving around perfectly fine, as if nothing had ever happened 3 days later. It was insane how fast she bounced back from that. It was crazy. But, like, that was a whole thing. I was still working at Macy's at the time. Back to the original topic, I was still working at Macy's at the time. A year passes. It's coming up on my daughter's first birthday. And I noticed on the schedule they had me scheduled for it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to switch my day. Wouldn't let me switch. The system itself would not let me switch my shift to something else. And I was like, what? So after a whole lot of huffing and puffing and talking and, you know, stuff, they weren't going to let me have my daughter's first birthday, my first child's first birthday off. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm quitting. Turned in my 2 weeks notice so that my very last day of work would be the day before my daughter's birthday. Her first birthday. And I quit. And I've been a stay-at-home dad ever since. Thankfully, that coincided with a lot of, like, little coincidences all at once that made it easier to make that decision to be a stay-at-home dad. President Trump, or no, it wasn't President Trump. It was Obama? It was getting close to when Trump was elected. But there was basically a like a military-wide pay raise. I think it was Trump, because Trump was pro-military and Obama was not. There was like a military-wide pay raise. Like everybody got a pay raise. And at the same time, Minx got a pay raise for something else. I think she was finally being paid for like her last like rank up. So both of those combined together was more money than I had been making at Macy's. Like, she was making a month more money than I was making in a month, just from that one pay raise. Because I was only working on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, because, sit down. The wife was in the military, so she worked like 16-hour shifts Monday through Friday. So there was no way that I could work Monday through Friday, period. Because someone had to be home with the under 1-year-old child. And, you know, in California, especially Southern California, you do not trust babysitters, period. Not when you're that close to the border. You do not trust a babysitter in Southern California when you are a spitting distance away from the Mexican border. Hell, you don't trust anybody with children when you're that close to the border of a country. Because it would only take not paying attention for 5 minutes, and suddenly your kid is on the other side of the world, being done horrible things to. And probably by the time like 48 hours passes or whatever, they'll already be dead. Which is why it's so silly. The TV shows, they're like, oh, it's gotta be 48 hours, it's gotta be 48 hours. No, for children, it's immediately. If they're not where they're supposed to be, you immediately call the cops and report them missing. Because every minute that passes increases their fatality rate. The mortality rate just raises that so fast. Like, if it's a full-grown adult, they can be missing for 48 hours and then show up and just be like, I went camping for the weekend. I told y'all this. How did you forget? Kind of thing. But when it's a child, it doesn't take much. Like, when we first moved into this apartment, the boy learned how to unlock the front door, and I woke up one morning to a neighbor banging on the door that was open. And when I came out, I'm disheveled, I'm exhausted, because I had been up late because I'm a night owl. And it's really fucking early in the morning, and I came out to see the door open, and it was like, what the fuck? I opened the door the rest of the way, and the guy's like, is this your kid? And there was my son, wearing his snow boots and pajamas and nothing else, with a foot of snow outside and so cold I can see his lips are blue from 10 feet away. And I'm like, yes, that's my kid, thank you so much. I brought him inside and had like a fucking mental breakdown while Minx came out of the room because, you know, we sleep naked and I can get dressed way faster than she can. So she comes up the hall and she's like, what's going on? I don't need 405 bowls of cotton. Holy shit, I overgathered way too much on that. What else did I need? It was the cacao beans. Where are those? But yeah, oh my god. But that's all it took. I slept in just a tiny little bit, and the boy figured out how to open the door, and almost died. And then, of course, my daughter learned how to take the screen out of her window and proceeded to try and fling herself out a window. I literally grabbed her by the back of the pants and pulled her ass back in the window. I am not kidding when I say that my kids have tried to off themselves multiple times since we moved into this apartment. And I don't understand why. We live on the 3rd floor. Leaning your entire body out a window is not a smart thing to do. But they're children. They don't understand. They don't know that that's a bad thing. They don't get it. They don't get that they're not supposed to do that because it could kill them. They don't even understand what death is. And it's... just... Welcome back to Mad Break. But yeah, this... I've been a stay-at-home dad for 7 years now? 6 years? Going on 7? It means that if I ever apply for another job, then I won't have anything to put on it. It's like, please put down your work history in the past 5 years. Last time I worked was before my daughter's first birthday, so like 6.5 years. She's gonna be 7.5 when the boy turns 5. Because that wasn't like planned for them to have a 2.5 year gap between them, but it worked out. We get 6 months between each of their birthdays. The girls is in April, the boys is on Halloween. Because we planned his birthday to be Halloween. Because the doctor was like, okay, we can do a C-section, we can plan it for a certain day. Let's see, the timing, it would be around the end of October. Do you have a specific day? And we're like, the end of October? Halloween, obviously. And the guy was like, oh yes, Halloween. And then he like stopped for a second, and then he was like, oh, a Halloween baby! Like that thrilled him, just the idea of bringing a Halloween baby into the world. And I was like, oh god, this guy's adorable. I sense a disturbance in the force. I'll be right back.
Alright. Pop over to just chatting. Oh my god. Nina, you're tiny and standing on top of Minx's head.
Oh no! Why is she sitting on my head?
Oh my god.
Please. Please. It's locked. That's fine. Give it to me. What the fuck is that? Ah! Okay, I'm back. Alright. It suddenly got a lot colder in here, so I like panicked a little bit. That is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for trees up here in Cedarwood, right? Yes. Yeah, right there. Okay. Forehead kisses. Yeah, that is like my entire work history, plus a little bit of like my time being a parent. There's the beans. Now, how many of these do I need to gather? I'm probably gonna massively overgather, like I did for both the cotton bolls and the yew logs. But how many do I need for that, for the achievement for culinarian? I need to do 227. Yeah, 227. And then to make the powder, I need 2. So 227, that's going to be 454. All right, 454 of the cocoa beans. That's not hard at all. I just need to actually pay attention occasionally to how many I have, because I'm massively overgathering. I've spent the past 2 hours just gathering. Haven't done any of the actual achieves for the thing. I still need to do the grapes for botany for Lenosha. I don't know where the grapes are, but I'll find them. I'll find them. Actually, I think I know exactly where they are. They should be lower to the south at those level 15 harvesting spots. How am I too far away? I'm like right up its ass. Seems the dodo population has repopulated. Good. The dodo species has repopulated. Eventually I'm gonna have to tear their breasts off and cook those again. Probably. Who knows? Not I, said the lamb. I need to do a low-level orange juice. I can do orange juice. Let's grab a couple of oranges for low-level culinarian. Stop touching the cat. Can you not see that he's trying to run from you? Leave him alone. She desperately wants the cat to like her, but everything she's doing is just making him not like her more. He's too nice of a cat to, like, gouge her eyes out, so he's just kind of letting her bully him. Hey, Lily. Also, forehead kisses. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Alrighty. I'm just gathering. I need 454 of these kukuru beans in order to do an achievement for culinarian. But once I have this and I get the grapes that I need as well to get the botanist achievement, then I can just sit down at any location and just quick send all of these materials into whatever they need to be processed. Oh god, you get so many of those from your gardens? The cocoa beans? Yeah, I'm gathering for making cocoa powder, kukuru powder. Because I need to do like 227 crafts in order to get the 11 to 20 culinarian achievement. I've already tested it. Quick synthing does work. I don't have to do it by hand. Thank fucking god. You have 4 gardens you take care of. It's your passive income. Nice. You get so many beans. Just so many beans. I'm getting very... Look at this! Just from gathering, I've almost leveled to 36. Just from gathering low-level materials for this freaking achievement hunting. My whole body hurts. Wait, it's actually 6, but 4 properties now that you're thinking about it? God. Speaking of which, how is the island sanctuary stuff? I never got to experience the island sanctuaries. So I don't know what they're about. An eye for quality botanist. What? Oh god. Gatherer's boon. Master botanist. 20,000. Oh, I'll get that eventually. That's not a big problem. That's only 20,000. And I already did what? 1,500. Yeah, I'll get that eventually. Ugh, huh. I'm not gonna aim for it because goddamn. Also, if you haven't seen the face yet, hi. Oh, I'm 1/4 the way there. How many... How many of the, How many of that do I need to do? 104? That's not bad. That's 51 points. That's not bad. I can do that. I'm planning on ending stream today in like 1 hour. I've got 1 hour to finish gathering all of the stuff that I plan on doing today. Hi. And knock out all of those achieves. Where's the boy? 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Don't mind me. I suddenly realized I didn't know where the boy was and I had to go hunt him down. He's just in his sister's room playing. It's not that I'm paranoid, it's just he was taking way too many things out of our bedroom. Out of Minx and High's bedroom. Like, between the two kids, they ate all of my beef jerky that I had, like, on my nightstand. They went all the way into the room, all the way over to my side of the bed, took my beef jerky and ate it, and then left the empty packet there, as if I wasn't going to notice. And that's not the first time they've done that. The girl has gotten into my candy way too many times. Now, in the mornings, they're getting into the Tang and the Kool-Aid and the honey and just making an absolute mess and trying to hide that fact by trying to clean but doing a very shitty job at cleaning. Like, if they did a better job at cleaning, I wouldn't be as upset. But the floor is sticky. So I have to go in there and clean it now, because I'm the only one that can. Minx can't do it because it would hurt her to do it. Hell, it fucks me up just vacuuming. So I have a very weak lower back. Because I did something stupid as a early 20-year-old. No, 19-year-old. I was 19. I bent sideways and picked up a stack of trays. And that was just enough to pull my lower back. And it's never been okay since. But oh well, you didn't come here to listen to me complain about my physical body. You're here to goosh about my mental body. Air. I'm so sexy. Look at my little X's on my nipples. Yes, I'm the best. It's like a turkey gobbling, but it's really just my face. Yeah. $212, almost there. 454 is how much I need, apparently. That's what I calculated earlier. Gotta make sure that I actually gather that much and don't, like, you know, gather an extra 200. I'm looking at you, Cotton Balls. I only needed 250 and somehow I ended up with 411. The fuck? I got to talking about the past and reminiscing like an old man. When I was your age, my dick was 12 times the size of my IQ. Now it hangs low and wobbles to and fro. I can tie it in a knot and I can tie it in a bow. I even throw it over my shoulder. I don't actually know what the line is that comes right after that. Can you throw it over your shoulder and wobble for it or something? One of these days I'll look it up and I will remember it for the rest of my life. But until then, it's a blank. $247. Enter Beastman. If you add a W and an O there, then we'll talk. Sarah, clean up your own room. Don't yell at your brother to do it. I will find that broken-ass wooden spoon and correct that behavior if I have to. Oh, man. It's been a nice, calm morning. I got to talk about something other than my crippling depression and anxiety. Yay. I'm getting shit done. Supposedly. And, very excited. See, when I switch to culinary, I need to make 2 bottles of orange juice and then make all the powder. I have no idea how long it's going to take, especially the carpentry logs. So that's like 300 something crafts there. 326? 326? That's just quick division using my brain, which admittedly is very smooth, just like Derriere's ball sack. Or Air's forehead, very smooth. I'm gonna do a Giga Chad face at some point. It's just a Giga Chad Air face. Oh, yes. I take care of my people. I give them the O's and the Ahs just like they want. I don't know why it sounds so pompous and pretentious. I don't know what a Giga Chad sounds like. I've never met one. I think I'd punch one in the face if I did. Maybe not the face. The face is too beautiful. Maybe the throat. Yeah. I did go to Throat Punch University. That's a joke. That's a t-shirt that I have. Oh my god. Let's chug down some more of my very cold coffee. It's not ice cold, so it's not cold enough to be delicious. Ugh. I could probably stick it out. Hold on, what's the temperature like outside? Text. Oh, she made it. Yay! That was an hour ago. Whoops. It is 39 degrees outside. I could probably stick my cup outside for a few minutes and get it cold enough to that be's delicious. Again. But knowing my luck, a bird would come over and poop in it. You'd be like, "This is your coffee?" And then fly away. It's like, you son of a bitch. It's like, I will find your whole species and end them. How dare you masticate, murder my coffee. I don't know what any of those words mean, but I just said them in order. Oh, I was watching an interesting video last night at like 1 o'clock in the morning, because that's when you find all the most interesting videos on YouTube. That was like a flow chart for religion, which explained religion very, very easily. It was like, your starting question is, how many gods do you believe in? If it's none, then do you believe in spirituality? If it's no, then you're atheist. If it's yes, then you're New Age. Spiritualist. That don't necessarily believe in a god, but they want to keep the spiritualism that comes with religion without being tied down by traditional religion, that kind of thing. If you believe in one god, holy shit, does it branch off in a couple of ways. And then, you know, multiple gods leads down to, you know, paganism and so on and so forth. Hindu and so on. Oh, Buddhism is also under the whole don't believe in God, but yes, spirituality. And it's like, do you believe in denying yourself worldly pleasures? That kind of thing. If yes, then Buddhism. Okay. I'm explaining this in the worst way possible. But basically, through this flowchart, I realized that I'm more along the lines of a deist. I believe there is a God. I believe he's above the universe. But I also believe that at some point, he just kind of said, fuck y'all, I'm out of this. So if we were to look at the stories in the Bible, basically the last time he had any interactions with us was about 2,000 years ago. So for the last 2,000 years, it's been relative silence from the deity. No more sending angels down to directly talk to us, no burning bushes, no, pretty much anything. So either the whole forgive them, Father, for they know not what they've done didn't come across, and he was like, screw you guys, and just left, or there was never a God to begin with. Although I've seen some pretty interesting arguments for the fact that mathematics proves that God exists. Because if we look at math and see it as a construct of human design, then why is it so perfect? Like, nothing that we do is perfect. So how is math so perfect. It's like, if you believe that it's a human construct, then somebody who has like galaxy level brains that's beyond anything that humanity has ever done designed it and made it perfect. Or math was always there and we just discovered it, which means that it is of supernatural origin. Like math not being a natural product of life, but rather something that existed before life and we're just discovering how it existed. And if that's the case, then how much information is in math? Well, you can use math to describe pretty much anything. Any phenomenon in existence can be described with either an equation or, like, numerically. If we do a simple replacement cipher of all the letters of every alphabet in existence with a number, then every book that's ever been written is technically embedded in math, and so on and so forth. They describe it way better than I am. I sound convoluted, like my head's stuffed up my ass. Almost there. 441, 443, 444. We need 454, so I need 10 more in order to be done with these beans, and then we can go get some grapes, Lenosian grapes, for the botanist achievement. I'm too short. Alright, I'll just gather one more time and then I'll be done. I go back and forth on whether or not I believe that a god exists. Because in some instances, I'm like, there's just too much shit in our universe that has no explanation as to why or how or when it existed. And there's too many things that just line up so perfectly that it would have to be literal miles-long lists of coincidences all happening in order for all life to exist. And with that said, then I look at, cancer and children with cancer and go, yeah, there's no God. Because if there is a God, he obviously doesn't care. Because there's kids with cancer. But if he does care, if there is a God and he does care, then he obviously cares more about the suffering of the human race than anything else. Because disease, famine, war, and destruction exist. Like, people try to explain that off as being free will. But if you look at the stories, we were designed in God's image. That means that everything we're capable of doing, so is God. Because we were designed after him, or her, or it. So the fallacies that we have exist in it. So if we get angry, we can imagine that God does too. So, just, it completely, deconstructs the whole belief system thing. And leaves me wondering if religion wasn't just a way of controlling people back in the Stone Ages and the medieval ages to get them to do things that men wanted other men to do. And by men, I mean the human race, not the gender. I need Lenosian grapes, but I don't actually know where I find those. It's harvesting. Lowland grapes, Morby Bay. Have I ever been to Morby Bay? I have, Morby Dry Docks. But also, it's not that far down. It's literally right over there. That's not Morby Bay. That's like a mile away from Morby Dry Docks. How does that even count? I suppose it's in the same county. But that's like saying San Diego and Los Angeles are the same city. They're not in the same county, they're in the same state, but that doesn't make them the same place. You know? Anyways, let's not get too philosophical, I say, after having ranted for way too long about all-powerful deities that probably do or do not exist. I'm gonna ride that fence hard. I'm gonna ride that fence hard until people go, hey, I can see the wood grain through your skin. Like, yes. It feels like butter. Alright. So the achievement I'm aiming for is this one. So I need about 100 more gathers. That's not a problem at all. I'll just mess around with gathering these grapes until I get the achievement notification, and then we're going to the nearest sanctuary to just settle down and do all the crafting. And that'll probably be the entirety of today's stream. Yeah, because I'm ending at 12:30 today. Because I realized that the 8 to 3 scheduling that I've been doing is tearing me apart, Lisa. And on days where I have a lot that I can get done, it's not so bad. But on days where it's like crafting or gathering just all day, it is the worst. But I am very well aware that I don't have very much left of it to do. My gatherers and crafters are all level 30 plus now. Conjurer is level 43. All I need to do is get Conjurer to level 45 with my next set of levies, and then I can start doing levies in Mordona, which should give me even more experience. The Fates out there will give me good experience. And it should only be about a week or two after hitting that point that I should hit 50 as a Conjurer. And then I will not need to level Conjurer anymore. I'll be swapping over to Red Mage, and I can do all of the main scenario quests that have been holding me back up to that point, and unlock a lot more content and have more things to do, like dungeon diving, in order to progress the story, going to new places, new things, unlocking more stuff. Eventually, I'm going to end up doing the Titan fight, and I hope by the time I get to the Titan fight, I'll have some strategy figured out for beating it, because right now I have no idea. Because the jail is going to be a pain. I'm not going to be able to damage the jail from the inside, so if I get hit by the jail, I have to hope that the following attack he does after that doesn't insta-kill me. As long as it doesn't insta-kill me, I can recover from it. But I suspect that it is an insta-kill. Then there's, after the Titan Heart phase, when he starts doing jail every third move, quite literally, no, it's every fourth move. He does landslide, weight of the land. He does the tank buster, which is like mountain buster or something like that. And then he does jail. And he repeats that over and over until he dies. But that starts at 50% HP. So if I can survive being hit by the jail, like the damage that it does afterwards, then I can probably beat the fight just by tanking all the way through it. But there's also the distinct possibility that the the jail is an insta-kill, and if it's an insta-kill, I can't get captured even a single time by it, because then I'll just lose the fight. And if that happens, then the only way that I'll be able to beat Titan without resorting to Epic Echo and using NPCs is to level up Ninja until I learn Doten, and then fighting Titan. Which I'm not looking forward to the idea of spending a month in Palace of the Dead leveling Ninja. That is not high on my to-do list. So, if I can't beat him as a Red Mage with, you know, Epic Echo, then I will do it with NPCs. And have to technically fail the challenge there. Although, it's not a never do anything with never do anything with NPCs. It's a do as little as possible, or do as much as possible solo, as little with other people. I do the fishing thing, and I still count the fishing thing as being solo, because that's basically what it is. I'm just fishing on my own. Sometimes other people will cause some stuff to happen, but that's about it. And that's how I justify fishing trips. But, like, how close am I getting to this achievement? Because I've been rambling for a little while. 256. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. That's another 10, 13, 14, something like that. Patches left. Vegetation patches. Because it's every time I swing the scythe that counts towards that, not the number of items that I'm picking up. And for each vegetation patch, I get 4 swings. I think later on, I unlock, like, nodes that have, like, 5 swings. There will be a random thing that I encounter. Just occasionally, there will be a node that has 5 gather attempts on it rather than 4. But that's not right now. It's definitely not right now. And then, other than the Titan fight, the only other fight that worries me is the Ultima fight. That's it. I'm not worried about Arum Vale at all. I'm pretty sure that I can handle it. Because believe it or not, Arum Vale was my favorite dungeon to tank back in 2.0. I tanked that shit so many times that I could run that dungeon in my sleep. So I'm not worried about Arum Vale at all. But I am worried about the Ultima fight. I'm going to have to really, really over-prepare for that fight. Same for the Titan fight. I'm going to have to really prepare for that one too. I'm going to need not high potions. That's for sure. I'm going to need the next level up of potion from that. And I think it's mega potions. But I think those are a 41 to 46, 41 to 45 recipe, maybe? Maybe it's a 46 to 50. I'm not sure. Would there be any other difficult spots? I really need to sit down and watch all of Wrath Games' solo run again. Because I know once I get into the main scenario heavily, as a Red Mage, a lot of the information that's in his videos will be helpful to me. Like, the only reason why I know Titan's attack pattern is from watching his videos. because he fought Titan.
Now it's popped.
8 or 10 times, something like that, and just kept losing over and over and over again. He ended up leveling up Ninja so that he could try it with Dotan, and he kept fighting him over and over and over again until he finally lucked out and managed to beat him. I'm planning on over leveling and being way stronger than I need to be for the fight and just brute force my way through it rather than trying to finesse it as weak as I possibly can be for the fight. That is not something I want to do. He beat Ifrit solo, level synced as a warrior. Well, what level is that fight? 20? So technically he was a marauder. He did that solo and level synced, which proves that warriors are overpowered as fuck, because he was able to solo Ifrit at level sync without Epic Echo. He had Silence Echo on. He was Silence Echo and solo level synced. So he was the highest level that he could be to go into the fight, which is like 2 or 3 levels higher than the recommended level for it. There it is. Logging the hours. That's done. Alright, let's go to Gridania because it's a free teleport. That's a lie. You stop it. No. Look me in the eyes. Stop lying to me. You think I don't know? Stop. Leave your door open. The only time the girl ever wants to quote-unquote take a nap is when she has stolen something from her brother or from me and wants to hide in her room so that she can do whatever with it. And the only time the boy ever wants to voluntarily take a nap is when he's stolen something and wants to hide in his room and consume it. Like, he stole the girl's candy one day and was like, I'm sleepy, and then goes hides in his room on the other side of his dresser, crouching down like a little corner goblin to eat it. I went in there and I was like, no. Sit down. Oh, man. Okay. I thought I heard a voice behind me. It was just the girl. Alright, let's come over here and let's quickly knock out all this recipe stuff. I'm gonna do culinarian because it's got 2 sets of recipes I gotta do. One is the orange juice. Did I seriously only gather... Oh my god. I only gathered 1 thing's worth? Oh, you know what I can make? I can make table salt. Wow, that's some aggressive cutting. There we go. Savoring the Realm Amateur. That's done. And then Kokiro powder. Oh, I have to craft it manually once. There we go. I'd never crafted it before. Good lord. I can do 99 at a time. It takes about 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds for each craft. I'm gonna be here for a while. Wow. The pain I feel deep inside my soul. Also, the high qualities. When I make a high quality, it's gonna count for the high quality achievement as well. I'm not as interested in getting that one because it's an absolute, like, pain. But hey, at least I did something. Get out of there.
Sit down. I'm gonna punch you in the face if you do that again. Sit down.
Nothing like the child coming over, getting right in my face, and then yawning. Instead of saying, I'm sleepy. Just freaking getting in my face and yawning. It's like, I don't want to be able to see what you've had for breakfast. Okay? Stop it. That's gonna take a hot minute, isn't it? It is. Good lord. I'm getting 70 experience per. I don't know why, but occasionally I get like a plus 1% experience buff, which puts me at 71. That's weird. I'll be right back. I am back from my investigations. I found out why the boy keeps saying that his nightlight popped. It literally popped. It's very clearly burnt out. There are scorch marks on it. And his socket has soot on it. So I need to talk to Minx as soon as she gets home, because that tells me that it caught fire. We're all still alive, so there's that. But very clearly that a thing happened. Oh, good lord. Doesn't explain why the girl wants to go and take a nap. Maybe it's just to get away from her brother. Who knows? Go take a nap. Get out of the living room. Get out of here. You stay in your room till I let you out. Good lord. The second I mentioned it, she started loudly yawning from the couch. It's like, kid, I know you're faking it. Stop. Daddy wasn't born yesterday, thank God. Although if I was, I wouldn't have to deal with them. Venomous. Angry aggression. Be right back. And I'm back. Good lord. Alright. No, I don't want a regular scent. Stop it. Quick scent. All of them. Alright, here's to another 20 minutes of just chopping. Chop, chop, chopping. Is it almost 12:30 already? No, it's 12. Okay, I got 30 more minutes. Thank God. I was like, am I not going to accomplish anything today? I don't know who this person is that added me as a friend. They never said anything to me. They just sent me a friend request, and that was it.
Sit properly, son.
Good lord. Can't look at the crafting log right now. I can look at achievements though. So that's done. Black Shroud's done. Thanalin's done. If I can get all of them, the last 6, then I can get the Axe of the Luminary. 112 gathering. Item level 55. Very nice. Right now I'm working on Culinarian. Doing this. $214. And then we're going to be doing Weaver after that. 242, which if I make the yarn, the cotton yarn, and then the yarn into cloth, that should get the 300. And then after that, I also have carpentry, which I should be able to do. It's like 271 that I need for that. And that'll be it for today. And the next time I do achievement hunting, probably next Friday, I'll do the mining and armor, blacksmith, and goldsmith achievements for the 11 to 20. This is literally just to pad out time because I need levies in order to level up. I get 6 levies a day, so if I can only turn them in once a week, next Monday. By next Monday, I should have 30 levies, which will get me like 1 3/4 levels, which hopefully will get me to 45. If not, I can run like Palace once or twice to do that. And then the next week, I'll be able to do levy quests again, and that time in Mordona, and hopefully that should get me to 47 or 48. Probably 46 and a half. these last few levels for Conjurer are going to be the worst. It's going to either require entire days dedicated to levies and fates, or Palace, because those are really my only options. I've exhausted all the quests that I can do right now. Other than the class-specific quests or the main scenario. I was telling Minx that if it gets to the point where I'm only gaining 1 level a week, I'll probably do main scenario a bit just to push the story forward. So that I can get... Let's see, how far... No. Figures I'd hit the wrong button 8 times. Culinarian. 38 more crafts. Crafting log. Quick synth. I can do 32. What do you mean I can do 32? Did I miscount and undercount? Please, God, tell me I didn't. I think I undercounted. My whole body hurts. I can't believe I've done this. Do the high qualities not count towards that? I thought they counted for both. That's the only way I can see that as being a thing, because I overgathered. By a tiny bit, but I overgathered. But I've made a lot of high qualities. Oh, that's gonna suck. Let me finish with this and see how under I am from completing it. I'd really not like to make the walk of shame to regather the beans. Because that should have given me the achievement. Wrong button. I'm 6 crafts under. So no, I just miscounted it. It wasn't the high qualities, I just miscounted. Okay. That's understandable. Annoying, but understandable. So I need to go get like 12 more of those beans. Fucking right now, I guess. God damn it. Fuck. I thought I had it. Apparently not. I'm gonna cry. Now, if I go at the middle, honestly, not middle, lower. Yeah, I'll be closer to the grapes. And I didn't actually need the grapes for a culinary achievement. I needed the grapes for the botanist achievement, which I already got. So, let's do the walk of shame over to where the beans are, collect some more, and make the damn, make the rest of the cocoa powder. That kills me. That kills me inside. I thought I gathered enough. What you doing, son? Stay in the living room. Pretty please. If your electrical socket really is damaged, we'll need to call in maintenance to repair it, or to replace it. Which means cleaning your room. Not just a little bit, a lot of it. Which is gonna suck. But it's better that that electrical socket gets replaced than, you know, having a potential fire hazard just constantly there. It'd be nice if the boy would stop trying to shove things into the thing. Welcome back from ad break. It's 2 crafts. That should be 7 crafts. Crafting log. Quicksynth. All. One more, this should give me the achievement. There it is. Okay. Yep. I just miscounted. That's all it was. Alright, so that's the culinary achievement gathered for today. We're going to do another return back to Gridania, and we're just going to continue on with the rest of the stuff. Okay. Back over to the Carpenter's Guild to sit down. We're gonna do the Weaver stuff next, and then we'll do the logs. So Weaver, crafting, cotton yarn, quicksynth, pretty much all of it, thank you. Now, I know that I massively overgathered for this. I know that I did. Because theoretically, I only needed 250 cotton balls. I got 411. If this still somehow turns out to not be enough, I'm gonna frickin' lose my mind. Turn all of it into yarn, and then turn everything into cloth, which is still going to be a considerable number of crafts, but as soon as I hit that number, I won't have to do anymore. As soon as I hit that point where it's like, yeah, you've got everything, fucking stuff. I'll do like 2 rounds of 99 for Weaver, and then for yarn, and then do cloth, a round of 99 of that, and that should be... It should be the 200 something that I needed to do. Who knows? Not I. Also, these must be absolutely massive, like bowls of yarn, cotton, because it only took 1 to make this entire, like, body piece that I'm wearing. This very obviously stuffed body piece took 1 for that, and it takes 2 bowls to make 2 spindles of cotton yarn, which it doesn't really say how big the spindles of cotton yarn are. It just says 2, so that's a 1-in-1 ratio. How big are these? What is happening? It must be the size of my dump truck. You gotta back it up, baby, like a dump truck. Back it up. 'Cause your love is not enough. I need some cool shit too. Like a gun that shoots out a laser. Or a block of ice and a chainsaw. Yeah. Stop saying that. I know you love me, but your love is not a dog riding a jet ski. Oh God, can you picture that? A dog riding a jet ski with a backwards flap cap. I'm not saying it's safe. I'm saying it's cool. How cool? Really, 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 really cool. Really times cool to the power of 4. Safe minus me in a dinghy with 1 oar. Chasing down the gift of love that you gave me before it runs over a family. Ah. Love is cool, commitment's great. I wanna hold your hand morning till late. But as you can see, I'm not complete unless I'm coming home to a dog on a jet ski. Good lord. So many high qualities. It's sad that quick synthing just does not give good experience. I'm getting 74 to 75 experience per one of these. There's just not a lot. Not a lot's going on. Right. Yes. 12:17 already. I'm just gonna finish up with this stuff today, and then I will pop over and raid somebody. Hopefully somebody's streaming right now. I don't know what that is, but throw it away. I'm all alone, with no one there beside me. My friends are all gone, and there's no one to derive me. But you gotta poop yourself. Please God, stop singing. Quick synth. One more stack of 99. Yay. Takes about 2.5, maybe 3 seconds to do each craft. So I'm spending literal minutes here just waiting for it to finish in order to get these achievements. Put it in the trash. What do you keep doing? Put it in the trash. Where are you getting those gross little things? What's going on? What are you doing? Go ahead, sit down. Ah, crap. What are we doing for dinner tonight? I didn't even think about it. I know you don't know. Crap. Oh yeah, we've got shredded chicken. We've got canned chicken. We've got tuna. We've got macaroni. We've got eggs and salsa. Could do like chicken burritos. Where are you going, son? Bathroom? Alright. I think we'll do like chicken and egg burritos. Yeah, that sounds delicious. I'll just take like 2 cans of chicken, toss them into a pan, brown it, pour some like beaten eggs over that, and like cut that into chunks and put those into burritos with salsa and cheese. That sounds delicious. That's what we're doing for dinner tonight. Something easy. I mostly want to spend as much time with Minx today as possible. Because, you know, for having a complete mental breakdown yesterday, I didn't actually spend that much time around my wife. Which doesn't make me all that happy. I ended up doing a rare thing and hanging out with friends. And looking at very questionable content games. Is she here, or are you just losing your mind? Okay. Let me check my phone. She hasn't texted me, so she must just be outside. Alright. I'm going to mute and go to my BRB screen. I'll be back. I can see the future! Mama and Vegeta have a kid! I knew that was gonna happen. Come on, get up, get up, get up! Damn it! I'm stunned! I'm stunned! No! No, 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 that's menacing as fuck! Shit. Did you know the sea cucumber can spew out some of their internal organs as some sort of offering to predators? You may ask, how do they eat after vomiting out their organs? Well, they suck food in through their ass and eat it in reverse until their organs grow back. Also, some fish take advantage of this and will hide inside the anus of the sea cucumber when preds are nearby. Excuse me? Sir? Ah! You son of a bitch. How dare you come into my hole and smack me with your arrows? Penetrating me deep in my hole. That is not okay. How dare you? How dare you? I want to speak to your manager, you son of a bitch. I can just hear Minx laughing upstairs. Oh, this is... How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll? To the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop. Let's find... No, 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 fine, no, no, what, why? Why? Didn't do the self-care because I didn't see it. Thank you for reminding me. Oh.
I heard that.
Don't mind me just snapping my spine and it doesn't... Where'd my water bottle go? Places. There it is. I finished my alcoholic beverage, so I have to drink water like a good human being. Ugh. Gross. How dare. How dare. Oh! Levik's not on a plane, is he?
No,
No, it's just
Alex is on a plane.
Alex. Levik's awesome, though. It took me to another... Ooh. Another puddle ornament. Now, it was cute the first 3 times, but, like... I'd really like it if you could just be 5% better. That's Toru's thing, but I'm gonna use that. Toilet! There. Daddy, Rect is such a big bully, ooh woo. He gives me the worst tinglies in my tentacle fingies. That makes me just want to prance right up to him and use my tentacle fingies to wreck his grumpy wumpy face and throw it to a hungry zombie wombies, oh whoa. I don't know you. I don't know you. Can't believe you've done this. Daddy! Oh, Daddy, you tan my leather and oil my tools so good. Oh, whoa. Can't believe you make me say this. Damn it. Excusez-moi. Pardonnez-moi. You saw nothing. Glorious leader! Some elders... No.
Glorious leader! Some elders have been cast from their cult and now seek a place to enjoy their final years. Maybe we should let them join ours.
Yes! That was perfect!
Accept. Please. Thank you. New follower awaits indoctrination.
That...
Nope.
Be nice if I had ammo.
Probably don't make arrows while you're exposed.
Nah, it's fine. Probably. Oh, the fuck? He's like,
That's
yeah.
fine, probably immediately dies.
Blows the head straight off my shoulders. Nada. Oh shit! Does that turn you on? Does that excite you? Am I pretty enough for you now? I want to sink my teeth into your skin and humpy wumpy your dumpy. Will you touch my tra-la-la? Can't believe you make me say this. I'm leaving you as an oversized monster can. I could shrink you down so the entire thing fits, but this looks so good. Also, it totally looks like I'm leaning over Minx like, hi. Hello. I have tentacles. Oh no, she's shoved between tentacles and a monster. Oh my god.
Sounds like a well-balanced breakfast.
Daddy, waddy, ooh woo. Let me use my cursed handy-wandy to work hard and harvest all the hardwood, because that's what I'm good at. And later you can harvest my berry bush like it's totally normal. In Stardew Valley, of course. Ooh. I can't believe you fucking made me say that. My whole body hurts. I cry. I roll around on the floor and cry. Self-care package. But I don't want to care about myself. Okay.
There, damn it.
Oh, yes. Ah. Ah. Snapping my spine, don't mind me. Ah. Yes. The potatoes do not need watered. Have you seen how much it's raining? They literally have so much water. People come in expecting a chill stream, but it's furrier than normal. Stealth Wookie. Hi, babe. What's it like to sleep for a whole year? Did you dream? I can't imagine what that's like. 7 Z's put you in a pod and then lights out for all that time. Wow. What's the far, far range like? Have you started exploring? Is the air as clear as they say? I bet it's really beautiful. Oh my god, stop! I'm probably asking too many questions. I bet you have a lot of work to do on that ranch. I still can't believe it's yours now. I guess I better leave you to it. And just keep it short. Good luck, babe. If anyone can make it out there, it's you. Casey. Hugs and kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I also enclosed a photo of my Big Fuda-cock for you. Have fun with that. I'm just gonna slowly play this as the ship sinks.
Oh my god. Can we put Niles in the brig next?
Yeah, I think Niles is next up for the brig.
Aki wants forehead kisses.
You can't put me in the brig.
The water's higher. I'd be drowning. A Titanic ensemble. Pirate may choose to go down with the ship. I got an achievement for playing a musical instrument while the ship sank.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah!
Oh, that's depressing, but also awesome. I'm back. Sorry about that. Minx got home, so I went out to help her come in. And then we forgot paperwork on the front seat, so I had to run all the way back to the car again and come back. I've just been doing crafting. You know, I had enough time to do this. So, did I finish Weaver? I did. Awesome. Whew. Go ahead and quit there. Don't need to do any more of those. Stand up. Swap to Carpenter. And right fucking back to it. Oh my god. Also, welcome back, Adaska. Adaska! Adaska! I gathered the wrong logs. I gathered the 21 to 30 logs instead of the 11 to 20. I mean, I can still do them, and I'm going to. But that's going to be a different achievement that counts towards. God damn it. I was supposed to gather elm logs. I gathered yew logs instead. That hurts. That hurts deep. Because going with the green apprentice needs you to do 750 crafts, which is like 2,250 yew logs. Not the almost 1,000 that I gathered. So I'm not even close to getting this achievement. I'm pretty sure I can do the rest of this off camera. Because it's just you and me, Adaska. It's just you and me. I know you're here, but I mean like in chat. I was alone for like an hour there. It's not your fault. You had shit to do. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna do chicken, egg, and rice with salsa and cheese burritos for dinner. That sounds really tasty. I could add some dashes of, you know, the chipotle Tabasco. We don't have any guac though. Otherwise, I could put guacamole in it, and we'd have, you know, chipotle chicken avocado burritos. You gonna take a call, BRB? Okay. I'll be here. Slowly dying inside because of this freaking achievement. Yeah. Oh, it's the wrong one. I gathered the U logs because they were 11 to 20 for botanist. I didn't check to see what the crafting recipe was gonna be. I just gathered the wrong logs because I was going by botany and not by carpentry. Okay. I am going to get this achievement today. This going against the grain initiate. But it's going to be off camera. And that's going to be the only thing I'll do off camera. Because I want to end my stream right now. You know? I'll wait for Adaska to get back so I can tell her that I'm ending stream. That I pretty much want to end my stream right now and raid out. If there's even anybody to raid out to, let me take a hot minute and just look at Twitch and see if there's anybody I want to raid. La 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 la. Yoklesh. The Emma Llama? If they're still streaming, I'll raid them. I'm now eligible to get Hatch Micro playset for Dead by Daylight. What? What? I can't hear you over the kids shouting. Yeah. It was a notification I got on Twitch. It caught me by surprise because I was like, why am I getting stuff for Dead by Daylight on Twitch? I've never played it on Twitch. $145. Did you wash your hands? Yeah? Did you dry them? There's a towel in there. Did you dry your hands, son? What are you doing? Give that back to your sister. He's just over to the side, elbow dropping the girl's ADHD ball? Is that what we're gonna call it? The fidget ball? A what? A stem ball. Stem ball. He was elbow dropping it. Okay, let's end that synthesis. So where do I get elm logs? Bent branch. Why did I end up getting U logs then? I don't understand. I remember looking at this and going, yeah, this is the place where I need to go. Was there something at 9 Ivies that I had to gather? Botany-wise? That I needed? I, for the life of me, can't freaking figure it out. Walnut, I have no elm logs at all. It's the same as last time. I need like way too many elm logs. I'm gonna give Adaska like... Yeah, those are big carrots. Those are carrots! Bugs Bunny just be tinting his fur looking at those. Botany level 36. Very nice. Three more gathers. Like 3 more spots, and then I call it for the day. That bums me out. I spent so much time gathering those U-logs. I didn't even need them. Well, technically I do. For like the 21 to 30 achievement, but that wasn't what I was aiming for. I was aiming for the 11 to 20. I misread the information. Alright. Well, I did all of the gathers that I said I was going to do. I'm going to do more of this off camera. I'm just going to gather the 900 logs that it's going to take for the achievement, and then quick synth that. That should take me about 2 hours off camera, and that'll be it. That's all I'll do. I'll finish processing the U-logs as well, obviously, because I have them. I might as well. But that's all I'm going to do. And then I will see you guys on Monday for some levy quests and fates and Pals of the Dead, whatever I need to do to get to 45. Alright, let's raid somebody. We're going to end up raiding, let's see, who are you? Ads. 30 seconds of ads. Was that the new Spider-Man game? Spider-Man 2. Oh, okay. Cool. It's PlayStation exclusive.
Wait, so. Probably should go see Vic actually. We haven't upgraded in a very long time.
Australian monster girl VTuber. What kind of monster are you?
Ah, the finger stroking gun. I need to keep that. That's special. Very special to us.
What kind of monster girl are you? Oh, I know which. Okay, she's an ink tuber. She's literally an ink monster. Right, I remember who she is now. She's wearing an absolutely different outfit than normal.
That sniper. Sniper. I'll show you the sniper.
Alright.
Where's the sniper? There's the sniper.
This is a
Let me go away from
VTuber I found with the Daska while trolling on...
Yeah. She's a beauty, she is. And she's a smart weapon, so you can lock right onto the head.
On YouTube. Or not YouTube, Twitter.
I'm not
is
shooting
this the right person? It is.
I'm not a
awesome.
psychopath. I'm just unwilling to, make the hard choices.
The hard choices. I like the Australian accent. It sounds a lot less dumb than the British accent, even though technically they're variations of each other. I like it more. Just saying. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, if indeed you still are, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
I don't know about stopping and shooting everyone one by one.
Escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism.
Spice!
Spice!
Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome on in, guys. How was your stream? Thank you for bringing your community here. The murder everyone playthrough in Vegas? Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I think you can do dark playthroughs, but killing every single person. It's good just so come day of achievement hunting. Oh! Hug! Hope you got some nice progress. Yeah, Cal, I agree, but some people just argue that we need to be better at driving.